Let's go, girls. Come on.
Hey y'all. So today, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to work on because I've been working on I Remember like religiously, and I started my secret stitch last night. But today I thought I would bring out Technology Meltdown because technology and I have not gotten along very well over the last week or so. So this is a Heaven and Earth Designs called Technology Meltdown. It is by Randall Spangler. I always hope that I say that correctly. And this is the one I'm working on. Because some days, that's just how I feel. So, I have a feeling today is going to be a shorter stitch with me than normal. Because I have not been feeling so well. Anybody else get nervous when they have to go to the doctors? Ugh, I hate that feeling. Okay, and I'm going to try. Let me see if I can... Oh no, I have to start from the bottom. Let me get my wire out of the way and see if I can hold this real close without the Amy quake. And Misley, who is here on YouTube, found a way to do a loop start with one thread. So we're going to see if we can do this. Where am I? So you hold your thread out. Make sure you got a little bit of a... Where am I? Jeez Louise. Make sure you have a little bit of a tail. I don't know if you can see that amongst my messy back there. I'm going to hold that there. I'm going to go back into the same hole that I just came from, which will create the loop. And pull that through till there's a small loop there. I'm going to go up where I'm supposed to go. And then, without tugging too hard, I'm going to go into that loop. Because it's just genius. And back down where I came in from. And there is the loop start with one thread. Oh my gosh, I did it. How exciting. You're right. I'm going to have to remember that from this point forward. And turn on my highlight. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. Oh geez, I'm creating a mess. Okay. I have my pattern keeper open because this one I do have as a PDF, which is super exciting. There we go. And yay! And I have wires everywhere because everything's charging as we're recording. But yeah, nothing's wrong, so I don't want anyone to think that there is something wrong, I just don't know what it is yet. So I established new patients. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can move this wire without getting in the way. Alright, please hold. Hopefully this doesn't make any noise. Pull gently. Wrap this around the arm so it's a little more out of my way. Plug that back in. Still charging. Okay, good. Oh, and I can't pick up my needle. And is Linda focused? Okay, lots of things to worry about because I always seem to forget. Anyways, oh, and somehow I unhighlighted my highlight. Well, that's not good because only I can do that. What number was it? This one. Okay. So anyways, today, I went yesterday, and it was basically to establish being a new patient, getting to know the doctor, which, I mean, I've met him personally many times over because he was the doctor for my mom. Now he's the doctor for all my kids. And now he's going to be the doctor for me. Dear Lord, help him. Because I'm tired of feeling run down and broken and tired all the time, and I need answers. And I've gone to other doctors. Oh, my arm is so sore. I'm such a big baby. I'll explain in a minute. But I've gone to different doctors. I've had one doctor tell me I have an overactive thyroid, which that's false. And I know that's false because I'm not a skinny mini who can eat everything. And then I was told I have an underactive thyroid, which totally makes sense. And then I was told that my thyroid is completely normal, but my platelets are high and I have no vitamin B in my system. So, I don't actually know what's wrong with me. I've seen 3 different doctors, and I have really gotten no answers. So, the doctor that I went to see yesterday, I just adore him. He's very patient. He listens to everything that you have to complain about. The other doctors that I went to were like, oh, we can only address one problem at a time. If you have something else wrong with you, you have to come back and make a separate appointment. And I'm like, really? But I'm already here. So, anyways, already with the knots. Listen. And I don't know which side you are, so I might just snip that and move on. That sounds like a good plan. Except I don't know which side that is, so if I snip the main line here, that would not be good. Oh, geez. Okay. Fantastic. Because this is the kind of week I've had. Ah, okay, good. Good thing I chose not to snip, because that would have been the wrong side. Where am I? Am I even in frame? Oh, jeezums. Okay. It's been a day, y'all. It's only Tuesday. It's been a week. So, and my arm is sore because I had to go get blood drawn, and I have 2 decent-sized tattoos. Those did not bother me. You take blood from my body, though, and I turn into a limp noodle. And, I mean, seeing blood, that's not what bothers me. Seeing the needle, everything's fine. It's when the blood exits my body that I'm like, that's it. It's game over. Passing out. Especially because I had to fast. Which is beyond weird, because typically I don't eat late at night or first thing in the morning. So fasting really shouldn't be that big of a deal for me. But when you tell me I can't have my coffee, oof, it's going to be a rough day. And then you're going to stick a needle in my arm, and you're going to take blood from me, and it's, I don't know why, but my mom was the same way, though. She'd get her blood drawn in the morning, and then she would, sleep for the rest of the day. And I used to make fun of her all the time, and now I'm like, nope, I get it. I understand the wooziness and the not being able to function with your dominant arm, because my arm right now is screaming like somebody just hacked my elbow in half, which is ridiculous because I know that my veins are uncooperative. They don't like needles either. And so a lot of times I think that's probably why I have an anxiety when I know I have to go get blood drawn, is because I'm afraid I'm going to have to get poked 4 or 5 times. Because they'll poke me, get a vial, and then be like, oh, that vein's gone. Let's go to the next one. And then they got to poke me again for another vial, and oh, that vein's gone. Let's move to the next one. So now, not only have I come in to get blood drawn, but now I've been poked 6 or 7 times because you need different vials, and my veins keep trying to escape. So, the last person I had blood drawn from, which was when I was being tested for leukemia, I'm fine. Everything's good. She's like, you really should tell people to do a tight tourniquet and a butterfly needle for you, because it's just, for some reason, it's just easier with your veins. I'm like, okay. But a lot of times when I tell people that, they look at me like, how dare you? How dare you tell me how to do my job? Or, you're too much of a wimp to just man up and take a real needle like everybody else in the world. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's not my choice. I didn't choose this. My veins don't like you. It's nothing personal, but you're about to stab them. I mean, really. So, the young person before the doctor I went to, or the technician I went to today, She kind of gave me that look like, seriously? You need a baby needle? I'm like, yes, yes I do. And when you do that tourniquet, I need you to make sure I can't feel my face. Don't judge me, just do it. just do it. One, two, three. 2, 3. Okay, I'm supposed to go here. Okay. I confused myself for a split second. Hopefully I'm still in frame. These squares are a whole lot smaller than what I'm used to. This is a 25 count Lugana, and I'm doing 1/1 for the first time. My elbow is very angry with me right now. Anyways, I always bruise. It doesn't matter if it's a butterfly needle or not. I always bruise. The inner part of my elbow is all angry and ticked off. But anyways, so that was my Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, I don't like it when people get all judgy about stuff like that. Like, listen, let me tell you something. Did I miss that stitch? Please hold. Is there... Oh no, my thread moved. Go back where you belong, little buddy. Stay. Okay. I have to learn not to pull so tight with this because it's not an Aida. So sometimes the thread will slip and go underneath the actual thread, and then it looks like I didn't stitch it. So, anywho. I don't like it when people get all judgy about, listen, I need a butterfly needle and an extremely tight tourniquet to where I can't feel my toes. Just don't judge me, just do it. Like, listen, I have been poked to get blood drawn enough times to know that this is a system that works best for me. This is your first time stabbing me with a needle. Please don't act like you know what works best for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. But talking to that guy today, he's like, oh yeah, your vein is like right on top of your tendon. I'm like, okay, that, I mean, sounds legit. Sure. And he's like, well, that's probably what's happening is that when they go to put the needle in, your vein moves and shifts off the tendon, and now they've stabbed you in the tendon, which is why it hurts so bad. Oh, that's great. That's fan-freaking-tastic. I learned something new today. I don't want to be stabbed in the tendons, though my tendons have enough issues. I don't need any help in that department. So, because he kept telling me to turn my wrist. And he's like, turn your hand just a little more. Just a little more. Just a little more. Because usually when I get my blood drawn, my fist is facing straight up. Oh, and I'll show you these real quick. Let's go here, so maybe the hubby can put something here. I'm on view 2 today, so I'm really up close and personal. But these are Material Ghoul. This one looks a lot like Bloody Gorgeous. But there's my nail set for the day. Well, for the week. I got distracted and I forgot to show you those. So, what were we talking about? I got distracted by my nails. See how quick this happens? So typically when you go in, that's how I got distracted in the first place. When you go in, your hand is up like this, and then they draw your blood. He had my hand facing completely sideways, and so my hand was almost like this when he actually drew the blood. And I was confused, because I've never had anyone do that before. And that's when he explained the whole, yeah, they're stabbing you in the tendon. Oh. I was like, I'm just glad you're not upset with me for my minor request. He goes, listen, I've done this enough times to learn that you know how your body works better than I do. Just because I do this for a living doesn't mean I know what works best for you. Sometimes it's easier just to listen. I'm like, you are awesome. So if I ever have to come back and get blood drawn, I'm going to come back to you. Because I don't want nobody else. But it wipes me out for like the whole day. I'm just tired. I could totally go back to bed right now, and I just woke up from a nap. So sad. I'm such a wimp. Such a wimp. It's okay though. Give my kid Scarlett kudos for bravery. I don't think she's ever had blood drawn. That's not true. She did when she was an infant because they had to test her for anemia. But it wasn't really blood drawn. They kind of poked her big toe and filled the swatches on the paper and ran the test that way. And I hope I'm not sewing this into my back here. Hello, extra fabric. You go this way. Okay, because it would be my luck that this whole time I'm sewing into the fabric that I'm not supposed to be sewing into. And hopefully I will be able to snip this one after sewing in this one. And I'm not in frame. Jeezums. I thought I had my, what is this called again? The arm thingy set. Apparently I do not have it set. And this goes here, and then I can cut that extra piece out. Goodness. I like this, but it's a lot more tedious. I mean, cross stitch in general is tedious, or at least it can be. But this is a lot more, wow, I'm dropping stuff. A lot more difficult. There. Oh, no, it's stuck. There we go. Okay. Oh, and my pattern's over there, so I don't have to worry about showing that off, thank goodness. So yeah, when I walked out of that doctor's office, or the lab I should say, I was immediately woozy. I hope there's somebody else who's like, yep, sad to say, but I understand what you're saying, because I feel guilty now that I used to make fun. I didn't make fun of her, but like, I'm like, Mom, the vials are only so big. You're fine. You have plenty of blood left in your system. You're okay. Now I get it. And my mom was a diabetic, so for her to fast was like, oof, that was always difficult. But the doctor we would go to, we would have the appointment at like, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. They knew she had blood to be drawn, and we would still be sitting there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, you guys understand, this is dangerous. It's extremely dangerous for a diabetic. You can't let her do that. And Linda, I need you to focus on something, please. And I'll try not to move that focal spot so you don't jump around all over the place. And I don't know where that thread went. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. That's the other thing, is I can't really see unless this thing is like underneath my nose and I'm breathing on it. So I'm holding it quite a distance away. But yeah, that used to irritate the crud out of... Oh, hi, S'more. You're gonna mess with Linda's focus. Hi. How are you today? S'more. She's sitting on my arm. Thank goodness that's the arm. I got the shot in. Okay. Having a s'more. Oh no! Now it's an Amy quake. See, I went and said something too soon. I was gonna say it was a s'more quake because she just jumped on the back of my chair. But then I hit the wire. Okay. Oh gosh. For someone so little, she sure is awfully heavy. Yeah, so it's been my day. Sleeping it off. Like my mother. It's now a little after 2 o'clock, which means I have to leave to go pick up the children soon. So, I don't want to feel too rushed. But at the same time, I can't make this one too long. But I still wanted to do a stitch with me, because yesterday I had not a lot going on, but I had quite a few things going on. So I was supposed to go to the doctor's appointment, get out of there, fingers crossed on time, which I totally wasn't. And it was through no fault of their own. It was because I have a lot of issues, and I had to meet with the doctor for the first time and explain, I don't know, 25% of the issues so we could focus on those, and then once those are up and out of the way, we can start working on the next ones and all that fun stuff. So, because I had to do the blood work today, and then I'm waiting on a phone call because I have to do a HAED and neck ultrasound, because I have problems at night swallowing sometimes, which is fantastic. So he wants to find out what's going on there. I'm just glad that I found a doctor who freaking cares. Like, the way he took care of my mom, I just looked at him and I'm like, do you by chance do pediatric family thing? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll take anybody of any age. And I'm like, perfect. You are the doc. Get out of there. Because I've had one too many doctors just scare the bejesus out of me. Or I had one actually, I walked out of his office cussing him out left and right because he basically accused me of being a pill popper. And that I was just searching for drugs because I have, I was trying to explain to him that I needed a doctor to do the whole referral thing so I could get a new MRI on my neck, my shoulders, and my lower lumbar to find out what damage has been done since the car accident, because, my body is wearing and tearing over time. And he looked at my original, whoa, listen here. He looked at my original scans and said pretty much that I was just pill shopping. I was doctor shopping. There was nothing wrong with me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This, changed my life. I was told I could no longer work. I was told that I could no longer go back to the career that I had. This changed my life dramatically. And you're telling me that I'm faking it? How do you fake an MRI? I don't understand. And so he basically, and the other thing is that I had the spinal doctor who recommended me to this person who wanted me to get tested for fibromyalgia, and he told me that I shouldn't walk into a doctor's office with made-up diseases. Oh, that hit a soft spot, because I was like, wait a minute, I'm coming in here telling you what your colleague told me to come tell you, and I'm making up diseases. I just want to know if I have it or not, because it would give me answers. Why do I have a feeling this is in the wrong spot, or I highlighted something? 1, 2. Ooh, because this is in the wrong spot. Did I already do that one? Just kidding. Okay, let's see if I can retrace this. Where am I at? Oh boy. Uh-oh. Typically, I don't do this when and there goes my needle. When I am talking to you guys, I don't have mistakes. It's when I stop talking to y'all that I have the mistakes. What is happening today? I had blood drawn, for crying out loud. I should not be this far off. Okay, before I start poking and prodding. Okay, alright. I'm just having all sorts of issues today. This is not you. This is... Where are you at? Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to bring this up really close. See if Linda will focus. And I got to figure out where that string is pulling from. I can see the color. Is it this one? I just can't see where. Oh, geez. Sorry. I think I jumped down here and I wasn't supposed to. Okay, there we go. We got some movement. Alright. We can fix it. Refocus Linda. Did I actually do the 2 across, or did I do it singly? Because just that quick I can't remember because I was too busy panicking over being in the wrong spot. Alright. That one, this one. Because I make mistakes all day long. I've actually gotten a little bit better about figuring out where they are, except for my geisha. We're not talking about that one. Her and I are still not friends. I've still yet to pull her out of the bag to even look at her. I'm hoping it's not going to happen, but I have high hopes that I can go back to her and be like, oh, I freaked out for nothing, everything's fine. It's totally not what's going to happen, but one can dream. Okay, so I went 1, 2, 3. And I need to highlight that because I'll confuse myself again, because that's what happened. Okay, and then over here, and come down here. And, okay. Close your eyes for just a minute, people. Let's see if adjusting you this way will make life a tad bit easier. What? As long as I quit? Okay. Alright, I think I'm there. Okay. I think we're there. So if you had your eyes closed, you can open them now. And back to stitching. And fighting with threads. Alright. So, I'm hoping that Mr. Dr. Jared, will be able to figure out what's going on. Okay, I really need to serge this because I'm losing way too much. Losing way too many. Where is it? Thingies up here. I need to buckle down and just serge it because I'm afraid of sewing machines. Another weird fear of mine. But if you've been around for a minute, you know why. We'll just say it's my mother's fault. Kinda is. She didn't do it on purpose. But it's still her fault. Anyways. So, right now we're focusing on the whole neck thing. And the why am I drowsy and tired all the time? Because I'll sit here and be stitching and watching TV. And next thing I know, I'm waking up. But I don't realize that I have fallen asleep. I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Pretty sure. He agreed, so I must not be going in the wrong direction there. So, I just want answers. I just want to feel... I mean, I'll never be normal, but I'm hoping to feel semi-normal. I'm really hoping that's not my child calling me right now, because I'm not answering. I'm in the middle of recording. So sorry. If the number dials twice, though, then I will hit pause and come back. We'll see what happens. I did remember, however, to put my phone on silent today. But that's also because I had to do it at the doctor's office. So I remembered. Which is nice. And I looked away for 2 seconds to look at my chart. I forgot where I was at. Okay. And now because of Pattern Keeper, I want to like color complete everything. But I think there are certain projects like this one that there's no way. Like, I don't think I can color complete on this one because the one color, so what I was doing, especially with like, I remember because it's got a border, it's nice and easy. Where the heck did I just go? Oh, sorry guys. Let's see if we can get Linda to focus. I was here, I'm going here. Okay, alright. I'm holding the hoop in my hand, so it's not as steady, I'm sorry. But I can't put this one in my Lowry stand because it's too far away from my face and then I can't see what I'm doing. And we were talking about something, and I totally forgot. What were we talking about? I got distracted by the phone call. We were talking about something. I don't remember. Doctors and answers. That's all I'm looking for. That's basically the majority of this conversation, I think. So, did blood work today, so hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm supposed to hear from him, or if I'm supposed to make another appointment, or I'm not quite sure how that works. But I do know that I'm not sleeping well at night, which is another discussion that came up, so I will be trying a new medication for sleep and depression. So maybe that'll help put a little pep in my step. We'll see what happens. I'm a little concerned because apparently it's like specifically for helping to put you to sleep that I may not wake up in the morning to take my children to school. And I can't have that. So, thinking maybe I'll actually start it this weekend. So I can take it on a Friday and see how long I actually need to sleep for on Saturday. We'll see what happens. Alright, we didn't get very far, I don't feel like. And I feel like all I talked about was doctors. And I'm sorry, but that's been my life for the last 2 days, and probably will be for the next week or so. As hopefully we get some answers and solutions and I can start feeling better, because, ugh, the way I've been feeling lately is not cool, and I'm not having it, and I'm done with it. I'm going to advocate for myself and tell this doctor, fix me. Whoa, I hit the wire. I went to throw the string away, hit the wire. Okay, on that note, I'm going to bid you guys adieu, and you know what, let's just back out. Maybe that's easier. I'm going to bid you guys adieu, stay random, don't kiss your projects, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for an update. I hope. As long as everything goes as planned. I plan things out, and things start happening, stuff goes haywire. Zakia knows. Zakia knows. Alright, on that note, I'll see you guys later.